What is going on? We're going to be doing the Panthers mock draft. They just traded up to the one pick like about a week ago. So let's get right into this. So, I think it was a good trade if they stay there. I think they kind of need to draft this pick. They're going to definitely take Bryce Young, I think, here. Maybe CJ Stroud, but I think if you're trading up to one, you're going to have to take Bryce Young in this situation. And I think that's exactly what the Panthers do here. Now, I don't think they have a second round. I think our next pick is, no, they still have a second round pick. So I could have sworn they traded theirs, but maybe they traded a different one. So now, after trading a wide receiver, it might be useful to get a guy like Josh Downs here. Had fantastic career in college, 11 touchdowns. Best game against Virginia, not great against NC State. That could be the best pick for them, although it's not listed as a need. They do need a tight end, but I think that would be a better pick later on in the draft. Running back as well, but not. Unless there was a high-end running back right now. Let me take a quick look here. This guy out of Bama might be. Solid stats. The guy out of Bama could be good, but honestly, I feel like they have more needs. I don't think drafting a running back this early is ever a smart idea when you have tons of needs. So maybe focusing on getting an edge rusher here would be the smartest decision. Maybe getting Umazamba, or however you pronounce that. He had 8 sacks, 13 sacks. This dude was an absolute unit. He did play for Kansas State. Doesn't have the greatest rating. Did play most games. His worst game was against TCU, but it wasn't Alabama. I think this is a great pick for them. They need to add some defensive help to help out Brian Burns. So I think, honestly, the next pick would probably be, if there's a good tight end in the area or wide receiver, I think Nathan Dells is still here. So I think if Nathan Dells falls to the third round, I get he played for Houston. But look at these stats. The dude is an absolute unit. I think they have to select him here. I don't think you can ignore the fact that he is still in the picks here. So here, I feel like maybe trying to add a tight end. I don't know if there's really anybody that great left. The only guy who I thought would have really been good here is gone. I just don't know about these guys. So I'm not going to take a tight end. This might be a good spot if they wanted to swoop up a running back. Why tight ends are still selected. So maybe in somebody like McBride here. He had a huge rating but didn't play anybody. Fantastic college career. This could be a solid, I think we're in the 4th round now? 4th round. This could be a solid 4th round pick here. Not going to be wasting anything major to draft him. They got 2 picks left, so probably should slow down. So this video is more than 3 minutes long. So here, I think you're just going to have to keep drafting like the best available. Maybe add a linebacker and Dory Williams. Had a solid grade. Didn't really play anybody. Although his worst game wasn't against. They just didn't play anybody. But he had a solid college career, solid grading. For a 5th round guy, I think this could be a solid pick to add to their defensive front. Because I think they got to build up a little bit of offense to help out their new guys, especially since they just traded away their best wide receiver. Which, speaking of which, they might try here in the 5th round to go get a tight end. But the problem is this tight end class is kind of weak. When this guy is one of the highest rated, I get he only played 5 games. He had a solid year last year. But I just don't know if he's worth this pick. And all these other guys here just don't scream guys who should be drafted before the 6th round. These guys just don't look great. But in my opinion, tight ends can be very hidden in these later round draft picks. So I think taking one of these guys, and I'll probably think, he had a really solid year. Probably don't play anybody because he plays for Old Dominion. But he had a solid year last year. He did have injuries this year. I think this could be a good pick to add a tight end to the roster. So I think it's going to sim here to the rest of the end of the draft. They don't have any more picks. So we'll go ahead and take a look through and see what grades PFF gives me. Man, I cannot speak. But I think, honestly, if they can get Nathan Dells in the 3rd round, that would be a huge selection for him. I think they're probably going to go Bryce Young. I don't think you trade up to 1 to take CJ Stroud, but you might. You never know. I'm pretty high on Stroud. I think he could be better. But then again, Ohio State quarterbacks haven't proved anything to this point. So it's really hard to say that. So they love the Bryce Young pick. They actually really love the Uzama pick. Nathan Dells, obviously. Yeah, they love basically all of them. A-. I think that guy might be a little bit underrated just because of his injuries. But they actually love the draft. I got an A for my draft. I don't think I've ever gotten really anything worse than like a B. But if you guys enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.